Will Smith is a veteran within the film industry, having started his career back in 1986. It's no wonder that when he works on set now, he prefers to stay in his very own extremely luxurious trailer. Sure, all celebrities have fancy trailers fit for kings when they stay on set for a few days, but the one owned by Will Smith definitely puts the others to shame. Not only is it one of the most expensive in the world, but it has granite countertops, a screening room that can seat 30 people, and 2 living areas. Plus, the entire trailer expands, meaning sideways as well as upwards. Call it what you want, an RV, a motorhome, or a trailer. All we're saying is, we would be more than happy to call Will Smith's luxury home away from home our permanent home. The Heat. Will Smith calls it the Heat, as he has spent years perfecting every inch of his beloved RV or hotel on wheels. So much so that it has become a pioneer in the industry. That in itself is pretty impressive. Your typical trailer measures about 250 to 300 square feet. The Heat, however, measures in at well over 1,000 square feet. When actors work away from home, they're either holed up in a different hotel room every night or they live in a trailer, so we guess it's only understandable that they would want their stay away from home, friends, and family to be as comfortable as possible. And with the kind of money most celebrities have, it's hardly gonna break the bank. Granted, having a movie theater that can seat as many as 30 people, a steam room, and an upper level that expands may be taking it a little too far. But then again, if you, like Smith, had a net worth of $350 million US after having filed for bankruptcy at least once before, wouldn't you spend it on whatever you wanted? Exactly! The Heat was built by a company in the US called Anderson Mobile Estates, a company that caters only to the most sophisticated of clients with some pretty deep pockets. Tick. Smith definitely checks all of the above boxes. Interestingly enough, the company nearly called it quits after selling their original brand back in 1999 and going on a sabbatical sailing around the world. But after seeing a few extraordinary yachts during their travels, they came back stronger and more determined to create something they like to call the world's most extraordinary land yachts. And come to think of it, that's exactly what the Heat is, minus the infinity pool, that is. And so, this is where the Heat came into the picture. Though originally she was called the Studio, Smith saw her, fell in love, bought her, renovated her, then renamed her the Heat. And when we say renovated, we mean he turned her into a 30-ton monster, 2-story, 22-wheel motorhome that can still put several actual mansions to shame. Think of the Heat not as a tiny home, and not a mansion, but rather a medium home. Granted, renovations were done back in the early 2000s, so she might not be ultra-modern now, but she remains one of the most impressive motorhomes ever created. Even her sliding doors are somewhat historical. All the doors within the Heat are automatic, but not only that, they also make a unique sound when they are opened and closed. The designer refers to them as Star Trek doors. And yes, back in the day, many thought that Star Trek doors were going to become the future. They obviously didn't, but Smith chose to keep them installed anyway. And really, what kind of man wouldn't want his doors to make futuristic sounds when they open? After word got out that Anderson Mobile Estates were the ones who custom built or renovated the Heat, their services became so sought after that they have completely taken over the niche market. So what else does she have to offer? In total, the 55-foot mansion on wheels offers 1,200 square feet of living space. We sure wouldn't have minded being stuck in a trailer like the Heat during the start of the pandemic. The Heat's downstairs area is fitted with a full kitchen, complete with granite tops installed at a cost of $200,000 US. And no, this is definitely not something all trailers have. Most trailers, luxury or not, have only half a kitchen and are usually fitted with smaller appliances. Not the Heat though. She features a full-size double-door fridge, a microwave, a stainless steel dishwasher, and a large sink. Still on the lower level, she has a full dining room, and not one, but 2 lounge areas, a small office space, and a full bathroom, which was built at the cost of $25,000 US. The bathroom also spans across the entire width of the trailer, and is fitted with a sauna shower and separate dry toilet, with a glass door that goes opaque at the touch of a button. This feature we completely understand. Being on set for long hours must be incredibly exhausting, so we understand how a sauna could come in handy. The second lounge area doubles as a dressing room, and is fitted with a makeup station complete with its own TV embedded into the mirror. Since the early 2000s, Smith has spent a bit of extra money here and there to have his beloved home away from home upgraded. which included a spend of about $125,000 on tech and gadgets, so most features within the trailer can be activated via the push of a button. All in all, the Heat is fitted with 14 TVs. It's starting to make sense why she cost him a whopping $2.5 million, doesn't it? It is also believed that Smith has since upgraded the upholstery on the couches and ceilings in real leather at a price of around $30,000. The one thing the Heat lacks? A proper bedroom. Stick around because we'll tell you more about that a bit later. But before we tell you more, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. How about the expanding features? Sure, it's nothing new for a luxury type of motorhome to be able to expand, but Anderson Mobile Estates was the first company to make the roof expand. How, you ask? Well, 8 pistons push out the roof, raising it by 42 inches to create the upstairs level, where a 30-person screening room with automatic blackout shades and a 100-inch drop-down screen, to name just 2 of the amenities offered, can be found. The screening room also doubles as a second office, which in today's day and age, where the world is ruled via Zoom calls, is a pretty handy feature, right? As for the missing bedroom, we don't have any concrete reason as to why the Heat doesn't have a full bedroom, but with so many soft couches throughout the trailer, our guess is that Smith is just so tired after a full day's worth of filming that he probably just picks a different couch every other night. The good news is, if you have a spare $9,000 lying around, and you get your name on the waiting list early enough, you too can live like Will Smith by renting the Heat for a week. Smith really does love his trailer, and he uses it every opportunity he gets. He reportedly used it while filming several of his biggest films, such as Ali, Men in Black 3, and The Pursuit of Happiness. And no, he is not the only celebrity with a luxury trailer. Though the Heat has definitely been a trendsetter, several other A-listers such as Jamie Foxx, Charlie Sheen, Brad Pitt, Shakira, Kevin Hart, and even Sylvester Stallone have had their own luxury RVs built. Would they use it for camping trips? Probably not. It should come as no surprise that Smith's love for fancy transportation doesn't end at his beloved trailer. He has a pretty extensive car collection too, including a 1965 Ford Mustang coated in a beautiful cherry red. They currently sell for about $30,000–$40,000. Another 2 beauties in his car collection is the Maybach 57S and a Rolls-Royce Ghost. The latter is priced at about $315,000. And then there are the ones he keeps around for everyday driving, such as a Ford Taurus SHO, a Cadillac Escalade, a Mercedes-Benz GL40, and a Lincoln Navigator. Interestingly enough though, even if you were to add the cost of all his cars, the Heat would still be more expensive. Whether he is able or legal to drive his $2.5 million trailer himself isn't known, but we're guessing that whoever drives it has to go through a pretty extensive interview before Smith hands over the keys.